This is the Mass and Volume Lab for Unit 1 in Chemistry. To review some things we've talked about previously, we defined mass as the physical property that describes how much matter is present, the amount of stuff that you're going to have in a particular sample. We defined volume as the physical property that describes how much space an object takes up. So the question is this: what is the relationship between the mass of an object and its volume? To investigate this, we need the mass of the object, which we're going to graph on the y-axis, and the volume of an object, which we're going to graph on the x-axis. Today we'll be using some plastic blocks. They're the same blocks that we used in the volume lab. We'll also be using an electronic balance and a graduated cylinder to measure volume. Since we'll need the mass and the volume, we want to collect and record that data in an organized and labeled way. Your plastic blocks, you should have blocks ranging in size, different volumes. You should be able to measure the mass as well. One thing to think about is what order are you going to measure the mass and volume in. Consider that if you're measuring volume by water displacement, those water droplets may have some kind of impact there on your results. Once you've created a graph with mass on the y-axis and volume on the x-axis, we can start to look for a relationship that takes place. So you're going to put your data on a graph. You can either hand draw or you can computerize a graph. Once your data is in, you can draw in a line of best fit, find the slope and y-intercept, and then write an equation for this line. Remember that slope is calculated with rise over run. Remember that the y-intercept is where your line of best fit crosses the y-axis.